Here we're going to talk about percents. Now there are three different ways to write a number: fraction, as a decimal, or as a percent. So let's look at a very common one and see if we can get an idea of what's going on here. So if we take a fraction 1/4 and we say, hey, let's turn that into a decimal. Let's remember how to do that. You're going to take 1 divided by 4 and put a couple zeros. I don't know how many we'll need, but let's look at that. 4 goes into 10. Put the decimal right up there. 4 goes into 10 two times. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract it, and that's a 2. Drop down the 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times. So this is the decimal 0.25. And then, of course, a quarter is what? It's 25%. And so we start to realize what the connection is between decimals and percents, and that is that the decimal has moved 2 places. Let's do another one. Let's take the fraction 1/2. Now if we do this right, it better come out to be 50%. So let's do it in slow motion. We get 1 divided by 2. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So this is 0.5. And now notice this is 50%. Well, and that's exactly what should happen, is these 2 decimal places. Let's look at that. 1, 2. So the decimal goes right here as you make it to a percent. Why does that work? Because this word per means divide. And cent is a prefix meaning 100. So when you take 25%, that means 25 divided by 100, which gives you, dividing by 100 means 2 decimal places. 1, 2 gives you the number 0.25. So that's why you have to, when you put a percent sign on, increase it by 2 decimal places. And even if there's not a number, there's 1 decimal place, that's why we put a 0 there. Good, let's try another one. Make sure we've got this down. Let's say you got something like 7 out of 8 on a quiz. First we turn it into a decimal. 7 divided by 8. Let's put a couple of zeros over here, see how many we're going to need. Let's make sure and put the decimal right up there. 8 goes into 70. Ooh, not quite 9 times. 8 times. 8 times 8 is 64. Subtract and we get 60. 8 goes into 60. 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. We're not done yet. We still have to add another 0 there to keep going. 8 goes into 40 5 times, and that is what will come out just right. So this is 0.875. Now moving it 1, 2 places, we get 87.5%. And notice that's exactly what it means. 87.5 divided by 100 would put us right back at that decimal. Good. Let's do a couple more. 6 over 6. Now 6 over 6 is a decimal. 6 divided by 6, that's just 1. We don't even have to do any figuring there. If you get 6 out of a 6 on a quiz, it's 100%. Yeah, 100%. Per 100 would be exactly 1. So the number 1's 100%. What about something that's bigger than 1, like 7 divided by 5? Now if we took and did that one, we would have 7 divided by 5. Let's see what kind of decimal this gives us. 5 goes into 7 one time. 5, subtract, that's 2, 0. 5 goes into 20. Don't forget the decimal right there. 4 times evenly. So that's 1.4. Write that out right here. Now if you move the decimal 1, 2 places, you get 140%. And that one is kind of important there. 140%, yeah, because you got more than 100%. You got 7 out of 5 on the quiz. That's awesome. Now let's see if we can go backwards. If someone gave you something like 28%, how in the world would you go backwards? Well, as a decimal, that's 0.28. That's 28 in the hundredths column. So 28 over 100. Now notice that this statement here, 28 over 100, that fraction, is exactly 28 per divided by cent, 100. And that's exactly what it means. You can take this and put it right over 100. And if you reduce it, divide by 4 and divide by 4, you get 7/25. Let's do one more like that. Let's take 38%. So 38% is 0.38, and that would be 38 over 100. Or divide by 2, and we get 19/50. And there we have it.